The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaru Productions. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of First Impressions.
Yes!
Back with the new Ultraman Trigger.
Since last year's Zeto.
Which we have since reviewed in its entirety.
Yes! Anyway.
And I look forward to doing the same thing with this one because I'm going to say right up front, I'm really liking this show so far.
I have my issues, but I feel like they can be ironed out. I just feel like we're a little early. But yeah, I do want to start what we usually do.
With the opening.
Yeah. I think
it's alright.
It is okay. It gets better once it gets to the chorus. It's weirdly enough because I feel like last year I was just so head first diving in from the diving board into the Zeta opening because I already knew the singer.
Well, the length it takes you to get from the high dive to the water is the amount of time he holds that.
I know! That's what makes it so good. You're just like, ah!
But I believe the song is called Pull the Trigger, and it's good. I like it.
Pull the trigger. I think that's my favorite part of the song. So you're like, yes, I will now headbop. But yeah, this is new Generation Tiga, so it takes a lot of inspiration, I should say, from the Tiga movie, which I don't think we ever watched. I feel like we're going to end up needing just a couple of movie weeks soon to go back and just do movies.
Maybe.
I feel like that'd be a good way to just get stuff done.
I just want to rewatch Mega Monster Battle.
Same. But we've already reviewed it.
So.
But yeah.
I just want to rewatch it.
The synopsis, we're just going to do the synopsis straight from the Ricky. Ooh, Ricky?
I know what you meant.
Ricky.
Keep going.
30 million years ago, the world was engulfed in terrifying darkness. But that darkness was sealed deep in space by the Giant of Light. His power spent, the Giant of Light sleeps in the Red Star and is forgotten to time. The terrestrial peaceable union hurries together an expert team Guts select, while Kengo Manaka lives peacefully on a now colonized Mars as a botanist. However, his peaceful life suddenly comes to an end one fateful day. The darkness that the ancient civilization sealed away breathes once more. As a monster bears down to the Martian settlement, Kengo's fate leads him to a chance encounter. A chance encounter with none other than the sleeping Giant of Light. How Kengo's meeting with the Giant of Light influences destiny and the destiny of Earth. The Giant of Light is reborn after an eternity. His name, Ultraman Trigger.
I really like this show so far.
I'm a little bit... when characters end up saying or have like a weird catchphrase like "smile is smile," I understand why. Like the whole thing with the production company and the writing behind it is just like I wanted to give kids, in this time something to smile about.
Yeah.
So that's why he says it. I get it. I'm just like I will always end up thinking that Joe Odagiri did it better at first. I'm just like that's my bar.
Fair enough.
It was really hard to beat that bar.
I think it works. I think it works though because of the performance. I think the lead actor is really good. I think he's okay. As do all of them.
Well, yeah, we actually know a couple of them. The captain of the team is from Amazons.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he was the guy who's got his arm bitten off.
Oh, okay. Anyone else we know?
In episode 3, the bounty hunter.
I thought he looked familiar. Who was he?
Mavi-chan. It's Bosco.
Get out. That was Bosco?
That's Bosco.
Nice to see he's gone from Space Bounty Hunter to Space Bounty Hunter. His career has really taken off.
Just really stretching those wings out.
But he's great in that episode.
He is.
He's such a bastard. But it's great.
Nothing has changed. He's still great.
He's a bastard man from space.
Not sure how I feel about his hair. Not gonna lie.
I thought it was fine.
I think the haircut is a little bit...
Could be better, could be worse. But getting to the first episode, the way we open up with, just a figure, an Ultra-esque figure floating in space, and then a random asteroid comes and bonks him on the head, and we are introduced to our villain, who, in the words of Sir Roger Moore, a woman. It's a female villain this time.
Yep.
And I love that.
Yeah.
And I really like her suit. Yeah, I don't remember the... Carmira.
Yeah.
I think it's Carmira. But Kamirara, whatever. Regardless of how they pronounce it, I like the character so far.
Yeah, I like her too.
Mm-hmm.
She always wants to do things passionately. And I'm just like, I wholeheartedly
Mm-hmm. And because I didn't read any synopsis going into this, so the reveal that we're actually on Mars for the first episode, I was like, oh wow.
Hopefully they go back with his mom being there.
I really hope so too, because one of the things about the first episode that I loved so much was A, the change of scenery, B, the monster that the kaiju for this episode is like a really good looking monster. It's like a new monster with like really nice articulation. It's a really cool design. I was like, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like, is this going to be the show? Like, we're on Mars the whole time. We're going to be fighting new and interesting monsters. And then the next episode, they go to Earth. And we're fighting a Showa era leftovers.
Yeah.
I swear, these Showa era monsters are like a casserole that no one wants to finish. They just keep reheating it and bringing it out over and over again.
It's true.
But I'll give them this. It's surprisingly short.
The fight of the episode.
The fight between the Showa monster.
Oh, yeah.
It's surprisingly short.
Because of the fact they pretty much kill it immediately.
They kill it, yeah. Trigger kills it pretty much immediately, but then we have our villain shows up, and then he fights her for the rest of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so you changed it up a little bit, and you managed to put 2 fight scenes in, and it was good.
Yeah.
Color me surprised. But I really like that first episode was incredible.
I thought it was very good.
I thought it was a great first episode. Great introduction to the world, the characters.
I think it moved a little bit fast in some places, but I think that's also because we're trying to get to Earth. So,
considering that that's what the second episode gave us, and that Ultraman is generally 20-something episodes.
Yeah.
I can see why you'd say that, but it didn't bother me that much. I didn't feel like it moved too fast. I was disappointed that we went to Earth immediately afterwards. But when we get introduced to Guts Select, who is our hero team for this season,
Guts pretty much.
It Guts 2.0. But
actually, it's Guts 3.0 because Dinah had Super Guts.
But I like these characters so far.
Yeah,
because the leader of the whole organization, he's the one who gives Kengo the transformation device.
Yeah,
and the guy who invented it is also part of the team. And their relationship's a little antagonistic at the start, but eventually they start to warm up to each other in the third episode.
I was supposed to be the one to be chosen to be this, to protect this girl, and I'm just like...
They gloss over that pretty quickly, though. They don't dwell on it, and I'm okay with that.
I was really not okay with it. I wanted their... Because I feel like they just became friends too easily.
It feels like there's still a little bit of antagonistic energy there, but it's like...
It just got. I feel like it just.
We're not just going to be like stoically angry at each other while you are very happy towards me for 20 episodes, and I'm glad they're not doing that because that'd just be annoying.
I just feel like it resolved too quickly in some cases.
Okay, how do we feel about? Do you have a cast list you can pull up? How do we feel about the other members of Guts?
Let's see.
Agito, that's our scientist.
Yeah, the Aggie scientist.
Mm-hmm. Yuna is our female lead.
She apparently has a Yuzari.
Yes, because in the first episode we see that Kengo has been having visions. Mm-hmm. He's having dreams, and the woman in them, she also shows up when Kamihara attacks like the dig site on Mars, saves him. She is somehow connected to all this, but we don't exactly know how.
Yeah.
And hopefully I am intrigued by this.
Yeah.
Because it's giving me Gaim vibes. The way, what's her name was also the space goddess, Adam and Eve.
Oh, yeah. From Gaim.
Yeah, from Gaim. It was giving me kind of that vibes, but with a little bit more intrigue there because she seems very unaware of these visions and what is going on.
Yeah.
But I like her character so far.
I think she is okay.
And then we have I like this guy a lot, Teshin.
I was like, where have I seen you before? He was in Lupat as a monster.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was just like, I know I've seen you.
There is a moment. I don't know if you caught this. It's in the second episode. It's a little moment, but Teshin is talking to Kengo, and it's like, Why is what's his name? Why is a scientist so mad at me? And he's like, well, there's not a single problem that can be solved by working out. Yeah. Oops, that's the wrong way. like he's just like laughing, and then like I can't help but wonder, did the actor walk off the wrong way on set and then just stay in character and turn around?
I hope he did.
I hope he did, because if so, because that's kind of what it feels like, but it's a brilliant little moment and makes me laugh a lot. And then we have Himari Nanase, and she is the pilot of their
Guts
Falcon, which is their fighter jet, which they pilot remotely this time, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And she's very...
Well, I think the toy of it is a drone, so it makes sense.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. But she is, very cool and collected outside of...
her piloting.
Because as soon as she jumps into that pilot seat...
It's a whole 180.
She turns into a different person, and I honestly really like that. Because I think the actress is very good. She definitely has the energy to work with
both.
The energy works with both sides of her personality very well. And, she's very cool and just very stoic. But then as soon as she puts those VR goggles on, she is just like... There was a moment in the third episode where she's shooting machine guns at the monster. And she's just like... like making machine gun noises as she's shooting it. And that just... was wonderful, and I loved it. Seiya Tatsumi, who is our captain, we don't know much about him yet.
Yeah.
As far as I did really like the part in third episode where, because at this point they don't know, because
they don't really know exactly what side trigger is on.
What side trigger is on? They don't know if they can trust him fully yet. But I find it interesting that because two of our members of TPU, they know that Kengo is Ultraman. You have the guy who created... What is his name again? Akito.
Yeah.
Akito created the device.
Yeah.
So he knows that it's Kengo.
Because there's like a giant wall or something that they get the information from.
Yeah.
Which also gives Trigger his different types. I'm going to talk about that.
Okay.
I appreciate that even as an anniversary, it's just the anniversary of one season.
Yes.
So we don't get combined Ultra with Ultra.
That's true. I mean, the form is called Zephyrium, which was the name of one of... I remember that as the name of one of Orb's forms.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not like Orb plus Tiga equals Trigger. No, it's just... Here's Trigger.
It's just Tiga's forms, because you have Multi, which is Tiga's base.
Yeah.
Power, which is Tiga's power form. And Sky, which we haven't
Sky form. We don't have yet, but...
no, that was episode 3.
You're right. But... And then we have... what's the name of Yuna's dad? Mitsukuni. He's the one who gave Kengo the device, so he knows that it's him. But then we have Seiya, who doesn't know. Seiya and the rest of the members of Guts, they don't know.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting that they're hiding this from them.
Not well, because somebody else finds out immediately.
Well, true enough, but...
Mr. Bosco.
Yeah, true. But
Ignis.
I wonder how much more Ignis is going to show up in the show.
I hope a lot.
I hope maybe a little bit more.
I feel like he's a bastard man, so I feel like he'll just show up whenever he wants.
But yeah, the scene where Seiya in episode 3, where it's like, we're going to support Ultraman Trigger, kill the monster. That I really liked, and Nanase is very enthusiastic about helping Ultraman, which I think is pretty cool.
I also thought Ignis showing up in the house when they first show up.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm here to steal exquisite treasure. And
Yuna, you are exquisite.
Yes.
Therefore I shall steal you.
And she was like, well, I guess you're correct. But
I love that so much.
I was like, this is a girl who understands me. She understands me in my struggle.
I'm here to it's like I steal exquisite treasures from around the galaxy, and you, my dear Yuna, you are exquisite. And she gets a little huffy at first, but she's like, well,
you're right, but...
yes, I am. Thank you for acknowledging my beauty, but you're still trespassing.
I was like, this girl is so talented.
She's like, I don't know whether to be angry or take the compliment.
This guy was like, this girl immediately stepped up.
But also that scene where Kengo and Akito were trying to fight him
was hard to watch.
I actually really liked it because of just he's just dodging everything that they're throwing at him. And when Kengo goes trying to swing at him, he's like, I pick up 2 glasses, I throw the glasses at you, you catch the glasses, now I throw a tablecloth on you, ha ha.
I was thinking like, I understand for Kenga, but I feel like Akito's been there for a little bit. Where is your hand-to-hand training, dude? But I think this is also me coming off of Zet, where they did it a lot.
Yeah.
They're just like, we're gonna fight, and he got his ass with the lots.
Yeah. And then we have Marlulu, who is our alien.
Yep.
Not a big fan of the look.
I think it's an older one.
It is an older one. It's definitely like a person with a big old mask on their head.
Yeah, and it doesn't do it as well as G did.
It doesn't do it as well as G, and it also, I feel like, in terms of integrating an alien into the team, I think X is so far the one to have done this best. The Doctor.
Yeah.
Because I thought his integration was fantastic, and it was a good-looking suit, but still, they haven't done a lot with them yet, so...
Yeah, we're so early on.
We'll see how this one pans out. Hopefully it's good.
I do want to talk about the other two that we get.
Yes, because we go to the surface of some distant planet, and Kamirara resurrects her two comrades.
Well, one of them. The other one's actually been awake for like 100 years.
Oh.
He's just been out doing his own thing.
Oh, right.
Dargon.
For some reason, I remember her bringing both up, but...
No, it's just the one. The other one was a monster, that's why.
But, I like him.
I like him.
I like all the villains so far.
There is a moment, and once again, this is just Ultraman being the best when it comes to miniature work and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They do like a shot. The two of them are fighting. It's Power Type and Dargon.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like coming clash, but you're in the scope of a building.
Mm-hmm.
So you see them coming towards the building, and then they go through the building.
And then they go through the building. There is some incredible miniature work.
Again.
Throughout but it's better than it ever has been. Because just it's not just the way they look, it's also sound effects.
Yeah.
Little sound effects like glass breaking or car alarms going off. The way models get crushed and tossed around. The sense of scale, and that first fight against the monster on Mars, where they've got that, where the camera is just swooping all around, where like it's like a ground's point of view, but it's like we're moving really fast.
Yeah.
And that I really liked. And then in the third episode, we are introduced to Hudram.
Yeah.
Who is the second of the three.
The first to be awakened, but the third one we see.
Yes.
He's a schemer and a strategist, and he always trying to come off super refined, but once he gets angry,
yeah, that's when
he just can't hold
the
himself
composure
back.
breaks.
Yeah.
I like him so far, too.
I actually like his personality probably the most out of the three.
Mm.
Even though we've gotten the least from him, I know this character.
Right.
And I'm just like, I appreciate this guy. I just think he's fun. I do appreciate the fact that when they always end up ambushing Trigger, it's like he defeated the monster, and then somebody just comes out of nowhere.
And then they swoop in.
Yeah, and they just beat the crap out of him, and I'm sitting here like, that's when the light starts going off and everything. It also shows that Kengo isn't used to this, which I sort of appreciate. I do like his weapon, little circle sword thing.
Yeah.
That for some reason turns into scissors and then turns into a bow and arrow, which makes more sense. The scissors part was just, I didn't understand it. So that was just one of those things.
It was an odd choice for sure. But,
it was.
Anything else on the plot you want to touch on?
Not really. I mean, we're still early days. I can't wait to see like the actual past because Kengo's getting these flashes of past fights between them with Yuzade, and now we have like this eternity thing that they're looking for. So I'm excited to see where the story's going to go from here on out. I'm not sure how I feel about this in comparison to last season with Zed because I like the characters a little bit more on first impressions, and I think that's also because of the fact that Juggles. And the fact that Zeto is going to be in this show at some point.
Yes, at some point, but we will see when.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about one more thing before we finish up. But like I said, I'm digging this show so far, and I can't wait to see where it goes next.
Yeah.
And the last thing I want to talk about is Trigger himself. My goodness, this is a good suit.
It's just an upgraded suit.
I love Trigger's suit so much. It's fantastic.
It is. It takes what Tika did well.
Yeah.
And just upgrades it.
I like them all. They all look great.
Yay.
Yes. Just Good stuff.
This show has been
It is
fun.
a good-looking suit.
This show has been fun so far.
Yes.
I think I like everybody else more than the main character. This is right now. But we'll see how things go going forward.
But yeah, I guess that about wraps it up for our first impressions of Trigger. Very positive for me so far.
Yeah.
But hopefully they can keep it up.
Yeah, that's really all we can hope for. I mean, we're only on episode 3. We got about 22 more episodes and about 2 clip shows knowing Ultraman. So hopefully we get only one of those.
Or none.
Hopefully not.
We will see.
But yeah.
Unless they can do something interesting with it like they did with X where they had the news crew.
What, you mean the best episode of that show?
One of the best, yeah.
One of the best episodes of that show?
That whole show was great.
This really was. Yeah, let us know what you think about
see.
Trigger so far.
Please do.
And don't forget to join us on all the things. And we'll see you next time.
We will. Thank you for watching.
Bye, everybody.